after a week and a half of practice? How do you feel like things are going? How do you feel like the team's like learning the defense and gelling?
I think we did great. I think we just starting to gel together and kind of playing off each other. Getting that chemistry, especially with the back end. And offense starting to come along. We kind of ups and downs to practice as far as like who's winning. Offense might be winning some, defense, and kind of just go about it.
Who's won more, you think, the offense or the defense at this point?
I don't know. Probably the defense. Yeah. Because most of the time, I don't know about one-on-ones with the O-line and D-line, but most of the time the receivers kind of get us in the one-on-ones, of course. But then when we get the team, I think we start to take that step ahead of us.
And what do you want to get accomplished in the scrimmage? And now that fans can go, what do you think about that also?
Just to see where we at. We haven't been going to the ground or anything like that, so you've been standing up, you can't really see tackle on defense, and then you can really see how our run game is on offense and defense right now to see like going full throttle. So just I guess a good evaluation to see where the team at.
Obviously, there's no tackling, especially not the quarterbacks, but how do you feel like the defensive line is getting pressure on the quarterbacks during like 7-on-7 or during like full team practices and stuff like that?
You can always see that, even on film or anything like that. You can always see the D-line getting back there. We might not call the sacks because we want everything to play out, and just in case it was to break and stuff like that, because you got to keep your hands off of them. So, but you can kind of tell. If you're in the backfield in front of his face, you know it's a sack. So.
You're bringing that energy to practice today. It's like being that leader in the DB group, and just in general bringing that energy to practice.
Just having fun, The leader don't bring no extra pressure, nothing like that. You just go out there and just say something if you see something. But just having fun. Yeah.
What makes Tyler, a great leader even for the whole team? To say that.
You can see from this past year before, this year he's really stepping up and being that vocal guy, because you can tell he's not the most vocal person. So it's like when he's seeing something, he's saying something, and he's being more energetic, and it's kind of like just talking up more, because there was nothing about his play that made him not a leader. It was always him, speaking up.
Does he talk to the defense also?
Yeah, probably not on the field, but they'd be like after practice we'll always come together and bounce stuff off each other.
Jane Harris, making that transition from more components now safety. What have you seen from him, and just how you think he's coming along?
Bring that versatility, because he can cover great. He's probably one of our best cover guys in the safety room. So with him right there, like you said, make him more versatile, and makes it great for Coach Kinchens. He can play nickel, he can play corner. So all the plays when we have a corner blitzing and we got to replace him, perfect for that. Now he's placed back at his home spot. But yeah, he's been great. He's been more versatile to the room.
And what about Marcus Williams? What stood out to you about him?
Just his work ethic, and he has great ball skills. He's not like the biggest person, he don't got the most, but he ain't backing out for nobody. He's still filling gaps like it was a near James. He's still back there in the post safety, he's real good all around. He's a great safety.
With Coach Kinchens being real hands-on with safety, working with you guys all the time, and defensive coordinator, how does that help you pick up the defensive role?
Of course, it helps you pick up the defense even easier because you're kind of getting it from him. It's not like, okay, he's here and then passing it down to the next person. You get it directly from him, so it makes it real easy.
And the offense, just how complex is this Miami offense, and how hard is it to really kind of keep up with it?
Time to time, it's like we don't run no simple defense, so it kind of hard, kind of pick up what you're doing and learn little caveats and little details about what you're doing, and then at the same time with the motion and adjusting, and we give you all the different type of route concepts. It is hard, especially when taking deep shots. Now you deep come back, you don't even know what you're going to get the next time. So.
How much fun is it for you now that taking more deep shots down the field?
It's real good. It ain't so good when they beating me, but but yeah, I like it. And you need those things because every time you play somebody, they're gonna take deep shots. So it's better to get into practice before you get in a real game.
Cam, what are you hoping to see from the defense on Saturday? What are you hoping your defense gets out of it?
Just seeing what we had in the run game. You can always kind of tell with the pass game and stuff like that because we're throwing the ball a lot and kind of keep it going. But run game you can't really see. You kind of just thud and you don't know if a guy gonna break off a tackle. So see what our run game at.
And Coach Kinchens mentioned the other day you guys gave up some long runs. Just curious how things have gone these last few days since then, or is it still kind of happening a little too much, or how would you say it's gone?
Once again, you can't really tell. Because if a guy right there, and it's kind of like a 50-50, you don't know if it's going to, like, the running back going to beat him out the linebacker. But as far as our fitting and stuff like that, like MAs and messing up like that, I think we got better at that.
Do you feel like this defense is a bit more, I guess, complex since the defense is front of the past?
I don't think it's too much difficult, you know. I think for the most part, like, everybody got something different, but at the same time, it's more of the same stuff, you know. It ain't that many cover threes in a row, a couple fours, a couple one, like, for the most part, everything the same. So it's about a certain place being called.
Thanks, Cam. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.